Vipi wakurugenzi, it's another wonderful weekend and today is on a Saturday 6 p.m. kama K kama kawa tunapatana dialogue at the well only on Wema Online TV pale YouTube. Utaenda pale utusubscribe utatupata. And last week we didn't have dialogue at the well. Why? There was a conference that was ongoing, and if you missed the glorified and healing conference that happened last week, kindly go on our Facebook channel, YouTube channel, and you're going to find it. But the previous week, we talked about identity crisis, and we saw how we can come out of it, how we can overcome, and who we were meant to be. And as always, a reference of the woman and Jesus at the well. They had a dialogue, and her crisis was solved. And I know your crisis too was solved. Without taking much time, today on studio, I'm having an amazing guest. A friend. We schooled together in the university, walked together through the life in campus. We did, we had a youth program together back in campus, and now we are here, dialogue at the well, bringing it to the light and to the air to impact our generation. My brother, karibu sana.
Thanks, Maze.
Feel free. Hapa ni dialogue at the well. Comfortable, easy. Salimiwa kurugenzi huko nje, uambie wewe ni nani, umetoka wapi, na usisahau kuambia tulikuwa tunasoma na wewe. Yes.
After such kind of an introduction, you feel like you're the most important person in the room, and you feel like you know there's no other thing left to say. But anyway, guys, my name is Nguka Ojwang. Yeah, that's my name. I'm a student of life. I'm a storyteller. But more to that, I'm a life coach, certified life coach in Kenya. I coach on leadership development, personal development, and professional development. I also work, and we were in school together. Yeah, we went to school together at the uni with Ed, and I studied pharmacy, and that's what I'm practicing on a day-to-day basis. So I work at Neema Hospital Kawasukari. Yeah. Maze, you guys should visit there. Yeah, tatupata pale.
Tutakuja huko.
Tukishinda na madawa huku. Kama ugonjwa yako pia ni emotions, sama ni psychological issues.
Yes.
We also saw that I'm also a counseling psychologist. So nafanya hizo vitu zote, but to the glory of God. Yeah.
Basically, you are dealing with the human entirety. Yeah. And the wholeness of
whole
human
system.
being.
Yeah,
Kama madawa, ni akili, and
hapo, kama ni emotions, kama ni psychological issues. Yeah, but all that we really do so that we can just have whole people,
yes,
healthy people,
yes,
and just empower this generation.
Wow,
because
that is beautiful.
There's nothing as beautiful as that.
That is beautiful.
Yeah.
Having talked about all that you've said about yourself, today we want to do an amazing topic, you know,
sure.
And this is something that many young people have been asking, you know, when are you going to bring this on air? When are we going to understand the potential in us, which we did. We even did a show on the same. But now today, I want us to go deep on personal values and attitudes. You know, these are the things that are going to make you live or coexist with other people. And maybe before I continue much, maybe you can tell us, what do you understand by personal values and maybe attitudes? Maybe we can start from there, from the introductory part of it. Yes.
Well, my view could be, because
yes,
again, I understand that we really don't know everything.
Yes,
but we're just trying to unpack. So
yes,
even as we try to unpack this, my view is that when you get to understand yourself as a human being, and when you get to understand who God created you to be,
yes,
and that reminds me that you had already talked about this topic.
Yes.
You said maybe 2 weeks ago,
yeah,
with
a lady, Pastor
Reverend
Favor.
Favor.
Yes.
I remember I watched that. I'm a great fan. You guys should be watching the show. Subscribe and watch the show. Yeah. So I think when we talk about personal values and attitudes,
yes,
this really have a great impact on whether someone will succeed in life or not. It is more, and it is equal, it is a part, I think it's a component,
yes,
of the personal identity that you are talking about,
yeah,
the identity crisis,
yes,
the self-mastery, whatever
yes,
you want to call it.
Yes.
And before I dive into that, I would like maybe to to just mention one thing under, you know, personal identity or under self-mastery.
Yeah.
Something that is called, everybody needs to be intentional with themselves.
We need
to be intentional about ourselves.
Yes.
We need to be intentional about our lives.
Yes,
we need to be intentional about our strengths, our weaknesses. It comes a time when a human being, you know, needs to know to do their SWOT analysis. SWOT analysis, we only don't do it in business. We only don't do it in goals, but we also do it in our personal lives. Like SWOT meaning strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats that you have in life. And these are so important because they determine how far you can go. They determine if you can succeed in whatever you're pursuing. For example, your strengths, you need to know, like, what am I good at? Because you could be doing a lot of things. You could be struggling a lot of things. You want to be everywhere. You want to be a musician. You want to be a poet. You want to be in business. You want to be a president, an actor. You know, you are everywhere.
Trading everything. Jack
of all trades. But not any man who's great or who was great or who was remembered for something, who is remembered for more than one thing. You have to master your craft. You have to know your strengths, that in this place I can succeed. In this place, this is what I'm good at. Because even God gives us, you know, different strengths. God gives us different gifts. You know, there's a Bible verse which speaks about giftings. Some were made preachers, other teachers of the law, other intercessors, and all that. So you can't be all packed in one. How will you feel when you go to a concert and or to a church where the pastor do preaching, then he goes to the keyboard, he does the singing, then intercessory, then anaambia watu sadaka anatembea. You know, one man guitar show. You're not having
a variety, you know.
You don't have a variety, so it gets boring. So you need to know your strengths. Second thing, you really need to know your weaknesses. You need to know that at this, I'm really not good at this. I really have a deficiency in this. I really have a weakness in this. Not so that you can know it, so that you don't do it, but so that you can work on it.
You can perfect yourself in that area. You can become strong in that area. You can become strong.
You can work on it because, for example, I normally say, if you know you have a type of behavior maybe which is considered deviant by the society, which considered you to be maladjusted per se, maybe you have anger issues. That is a weakness. You are good, you have strengths in singing, you can interact with people well, but you have anger issues. Mtu akikosea mazee ushamshika mashati, umemwambia yeye ni aje, umemvuruga, then it is a weakness that you need to work on. Si kitu yenye utasema like ujue weakness yako so that you get comfortable with it. You get to know your weakness so that you can work on it little by little and correct it, because you can't keep beating people and tell them, understand me mazeni weakness yangu tu, nikishakupiga nakwambia pole mbaya utapata wako, si ndio? So you really also need to understand your weaknesses so that you know that hapa si strength yangu. And the beauty about knowing your weaknesses is that you can look on how to complement that. For example, if you're setting up a team and you know that I'm a manager, I'm good at leadership, but I'm not good at marketing. My weakness ni kwenda kuongea na watu, kwenda ku make the sales. So you look for sales people, or you look for marketers,
and all that.
You look for that. So you have a team, and your team, the team that you create, should complement your weaknesses. But when you don't know, when you think you're good at everything, when you think that utakwa one man guitar show, then it gets to stagnate, and you get to, you know, get into depression, and you get to suck at what you do, and you can't create a brand out of it because unatry kufit kila mahali. The other thing is the opportunities. You really need to know your opportunities from your strengths, your weaknesses. What are your opportunities? What opportunities do you have based on where you are? The opportunities could be your friends, could be your mentors, could be what you have in terms of knowledge, could be what you have in terms of environment. For example, right now, we are doing Wema Tv. Wema Tv is an online TV. So this is an opportunity because technology is an opportunity for us, because kitambo tulikuwa tunajua tu mazee ukitaka TV mazee wewe lazima uinvest, lazima ulipe sijui what commission of Kenya, film commission of Kenya, you know, is it NCCK or something? I don't know the name.
And all
CCK, Communication Authority of Kenya, and all that.
And it's a lot of money.
It's a lot of money. But who knew that you can use a phone maybe and go online do your
go
YouTube,
online,
Facebook, and all
technology and all
that.
that, yeah.
And a lot of businesses are going online these days. Starts online because mazepale haulipi rent.
Yes.
Yeah, it is free to do business. There are business tools. So you also need to know your opportunities. The youth need to know the opportunities. These are the opportunities that we have for us instead of kukesha kila saa tukitype mazei gava in a boy. You know, we don't have opportunities. There are a lot of opportunities.
You can use that as a tool to strengthen you, or rather to even to get an opportunity out of that.
Sure.
Market what you're doing, you know.
Yeah.
By that, actually, you're going to invest even in yourself as you continue in life.
Exactly. So it is really important to know also the opportunities that
around
you
you.
have around you. You have to look deep. You have to be creative.
And actually, one thing maybe
know.
we can say, these opportunities are with people. How you present yourself, that's the time you're going to get those particular opportunities.
Of course.
But if you're rough with people, as you say, as we said, if you dwell much on your weaknesses, trust me, these opportunities, they're going to be closed.
Of course, before you sign contract na mtu
Ushamshika mashati, ama you abuse him, or rather, you know.
Sure. So opportunities are really important
Yes.
for you to know.
Yes.
Then you also really need to know what are your threats. Yeah, that's the SWOT analysis. Threats.
Yes.
Maze, what, you know, who is my competition? That could be a threat in the market.
Yes.
Your shortcomings could be a threat. These weaknesses could be a threat to you. So when you understand that, I'm good at this, I can talk to people, but anger issues, emotional intelligence is an issue to me.
How I package, how I present myself.
How I package, how I present it exactly.
Yes.
It is a threat. So you also need to look at who compliments you to do that, and also how to work on that for you to be a great, you know, a great entrepreneur, a great person, a great manager, a great person under your craft. So that is really important when you're doing self-analysis of yourself. You really need to analyze yourself in this SWOT analysis.
Yes.
But the most important thing, if you forget all that, is only getting to know the weaknesses of your strengths, and that's where many people don't do. Getting to know what are the weaknesses of my strengths.
Yes.
Because now that is the pinnacle or the epitome of it all. That, you know, I have a strength in talking, I have a strength in presenting, I have a strength in hosting shows. But now what are the weaknesses of those strengths? Is it that I speak so fast, people don't connect
with me?
Is it that I, for example, I do move from one point to another. Another story is systematic. So I get to understand, I can talk to people, I can talk for a long time. But
I need to compose and have a flow.
I need to plan a little bit more.
Yes.
I need to look at my notes. I need to prepare a little bit more. I need to do the front, you know, stand in front of the mirror and try to present and see how my points are coherent with each other. So you get to understand, I know any strength yangu, but what are the weaknesses in this strength? So that's also very important. So I thought it was really important to capture that from the last time, that apart from getting to know yourself in terms of personalities, and it's really important, yes, to do the personality test, also to do the self-analysis is more important. Because personality test will tell you of your strengths and your weaknesses. And there's one that I love, I don't know if you've done yours, the 16 personality tests.
The one that you mix, like you mix sanguine, melancholic, choleric.
But no, this one just speaks about how you process things.
How you
arrange, how you reason. It is in www.16personalities.com. We use that a lot in coaching and also in counseling, because
you can repeat that again.
www.16personality
w16personality.com.
They have free tests. You can go and do your test. Get to know if you are an executive. They have named them kuna wenye executive, kuna wenye ni helpers, kuna wenye ni
what has you na tukiingia huko ndani. So now let us dive into personal values and attitudes. What now are these, having done all that, having quantified all that, now let's go to the real stuff. What are these personal values? Maybe we can mention a few, because I know time is not on our side. Of course.
Personal values. Yes. These are the core, I also call them core values. These are the, you know, values is that behavior or habit that you inculcate in yourself, that you decide intentionally that in life I want to live with this value. And that is just to in a layman term.
Yes.
Value ni hiyo tabia yenye unataka kukuwa nayo kwa life.
Habit.
Let me just use a habit,
yes,
or a behavior, or a character that you want to have in life,
yes,
that you are living every other day.
Yes.
It could be honesty. Honesty is a good value. It could be integrity. Integrity is a good value. It could be maybe authenticity. It could be spirituality. All those are values, and they are important because they help you, or they give you a direction in life. Even when you're doing your vision casting,
yes,
you'll really need your values because, yes, for example, your value is honesty. So, and you want to do shylocking. So, utapata kwa bizka shylocking in a contradict na your values.
Honesty,
so your values should give you direction.
So it's like the roadmap to your vision.
I cannot put it in a better way than that.
Thank you.
That is nikama. You are wise. From campus days, you are wise. You're still wise.
Actually, in the campus life, I was your leader. Yeah,
of course, you're my leader. Then yes, I took up,
and when I went, you took over.
I took over. Tulichapa hiyo kitu.
Hiyo tulinyorosha. Yes, back to personal values. Yes.
Yes.
So maybe someone is asking, what are these? What are maybe examples of personal values? Maybe some we have said integrity, honesty. Maybe others. Maybe someone can maybe grasp as we move forward. Yes.
Yes, so I mean the values are many. There are a lot of habits that you want to take in life, yes, and you're the one to decide what values do I want to live with. Is it honesty? Is it the integrity that I'm talking about? Is it maybe industrious? I want to be an industrious person.
Yes.
Is it kindness? You know, because the thing why we do this show is to help people inculcate good values, because they are also bad values. Yeah, dishonesty. You know, the opposite. The opposite is also a value. That umesema, me, I just want to be a greedy person.
Yes.
But not many people really want that for themselves. Everyone is striving to have good values
for the betterment of themselves.
Yes.
Yeah.
And how to get started, that's the important thing.
Yes.
Where how do we get started? Someone could be there, you could be there wondering, how do I start with these values?
Yes.
How do I start, setting up my values? Where do I get these values from?
Yeah.
What I say is just make a list of the good things or the things that you feel they'll fit into your vision. Like you have a vision of being a president of an organization.
Yes.
You have a vision of doing great shows like Ed here at the Convention at the Well. Then what values will I need to get there? Then write all these values.
Yes.
Maybe I need to be honest.
Yeah.
Maybe I need to be confident, so I can be in front of the screens. Maybe I need to have good diction of my words.
Yes.
Maybe I need to be authentic, not to fake it. Maybe I need to be. There are different values. Maybe
so it's basically emptying yourself, the inner you, on a paper to understand yourself better.
Writing it on a paper, thinking around it, write as many as you can, then single out. At least have 4 core values that will lead you in life.
Okay.
For example, if you wake up me anytime, I'll tell you my 4 values. I'll tell you the first one is honesty.
Yeah.
The second one is authenticity. The third one is spirituality.
Yes.
And the fourth one is authenticity. If I've not talked about it.
Yes.
So you find that the 4 core values will lead you, so that they even keep you in check. Kama nilikuwa na plan to tell a lie, I'll remember, I'm honest, I don't do this shit.
True.
If there's someone who comes with maybe a particular type of business and I feel that it does not augur well, it does not go hand in hand with my value, then I'll say no to that business. Yes, it makes business sense to me, it makes the money sense, but will I defile myself with that?
Exactly.
I will not, because it is a core value. It is something that is in you. It is something that you live with day to day life. Then after writing down the list, the most second important thing is start training yourself to live by them. Start training yourself to make the hard decisions.
Yes. Now that's where the work is.
That's where the work is. Yes. Because your values, it is not easy to live with your values.
Yes.
Because they are always tested by those ones who don't believe in them. For example, if you want to say you have a value of honesty, the deals that people will bring to you are those values they're fishy values.
Yes.
They're fishy businesses. And you see, hey, maze hapa tutamake dom.
Or even things that come your way, they tend to test your values.
They tend to test your values.
Okay.
And if you compromise on your values whenever they are in great test,
Yes.
then probably those are not values, but they are just hobbies that you have.
Oh.
So you really need to get to know that are these values or are these hobbies, because you know, sometimes they are really good on paper,
Yes.
they are really good in your CV,
yeah,
but you can't live by them. You can't live
no.
with them. When the
They are
rubber
just
meets the road,
they
you're
should
like,
be there down. What are you doing?
Say, tuachane na history yenyewe nilisamini honest, but hapa ni deadly.
Hii kitu ni tamu sana.
Hizi ni hobby, so wacha tudishi kitu kesi baadaye. Yeah.
Okay.
So it's really important to do that.
Yes.
So make a list of those. Start living them. Yes, you may fail, but keep repeating again. Live by those values.
Okay.
That's very important.
We have talked about values. Now there's the attitude side of it. Maybe we can mention something on our parting shot on attitude as we unpack this and as we close this.
Yeah.
Yes.
Attitudes are a very good topic too, because attitudes are I'll say that they're like the emotions that you have. They're like the epitome of it all. Yeah, you need to have, there's positive and the negative attitude.
Yeah.
How you react to something, how you react to a situation. Is it positive? Is it negative? Are you pessimistic? Are you optimistic?
Yeah.
And with this, I think just to unpack it, I'll give an example
Yes.
of a good attitude with a story of, we all know Jalas, you know, Jalango.
Jalas, yeah.
Of Jalango TV.
Yes.
Yeah. So this guy attended a talk that he was giving on how he started, and it's
The Safaricom one.
Exactly,
Ah,
the
I've
engage one.
watched it, yeah.
And you know, the guy goes to an interview.
Yes.
That he's been acting, then he Kiss FM goes
Yes.
for an interview.
Yes.
And he goes that, you know, I can do this.
Yeah.
And many people are there, you know, iko kazi Kenya na kuna kazi Kenya, all that fanatics watu wamesema, lakini ameenda pale anajua vizuri, aje present mali popote. So he goes there, he's on the queue and people go in, then they say, you know, if you don't have any degree, go away. He stays there knowing that he's never stepped in anyone's university. He just stays there because his attitude tells him, he said that whatever he was asking himself is, what's the worst that can happen? So he stays there. Then they say, if you now have a specific mass comm degree, now stay. If you don't have, you have other degrees, you go. Ataka kama ni medicine, ataka ni just go.
Yeah.
To 1 hour, say.
He still stayed there.
He still stays. Anajua vizuri, I don't have any degree, but what's the worst that can happen? Then they say, now if you have, you know, an additional, you know, maybe you've done another certificate in that, will remain, he still remains. Then said, if you've ever worked in a media station, remain.
He still
remains. You have that degree, you go. He still remains. Then they remain, I think 2 people at the end of it, all that process.
Yes.
Then when they, when the boss asks, hey, so you present to us, the guy laughs and say, mimi sina. You know, if you're the boss, you'd want to, like, you're for real. Tumefukuza watu wengine wote wako nazo, alafu ubaki hapa, dramatic killer box. I have it. So yeah. So he knows he has some weaknesses.
But yeah,
he knows he's not good maybe at some stuff, but he's willing to learn. But he knows, this job, si ni kuongea tu, si mimi naweza ongea. He knows that's everything that is needed, and he stays. So that's kind of the right attitude, the winning mindset that you really need to have in life.
The winning mindset in life.
Yeah. So don't
nothing should put you on the wall. No one should limit you.
Exactly.
Yeah, because all those who had all those qualifications and degrees, even better degrees, and even others had jobs and even presenters.
Yes,
but they still left.
And there are others also.
Yes.
You don't forget the flock who don't apply for jobs because they say hii ni PR tu. Hii tayari wako na mtu. So wamesema nataka mtu mbili. Bwana muende huko mtu yote mkae huko. So there's that person mwenye ako na very bad attitude atasema like, how we look at jobs and say, this one is PR. Watapea tu mtu wao. Sikis TV tunawajua, kwani tumeanza kuwajua leo. You know those people who discourage you.
True,
like the other day in the hospital, we advertised for a job at the pharmacy department, and I was looking at Facebook on what people were typing. Hiyo ni uongo. Hiyo hakuna, hiyo ni PR. And I'm like, we are in this organization. We know that we will interview people. We don't have anyone for for that
I
job.
guess the young people need to change that mindset and that attitude.
Mindset. We really need
so
a
basically,
mindset
that's
shift.
the attitude that we are talking about.
That is the attitude
when
we're talking
information
about.
comes to you, how do you perceive? How do you receive? How do you process that particular information?
Exactly.
As we said,
and how do you react to
and
it
how do you
at the
react?
end of it?
Yes, as we said, personal values may be the roadmap to your vision, but I guess attitudes are the side mirrors. They are the things, they are the sensors that keep you in check.
Exactly.
Yes.
And just, you remind me just to touch on this.
Yes.
Only three, what I want, if we forget everything that we discussed about, is that we have these three values that are, three types of attitudes. You have three
you can
types
look
of people.
on our camera just as we address that.
So we have people who says, I can't do it. That is the defeatist mindset. And these people live a life of lack because they know when they see something, wanasema, maybe that's not for me.
Yes.
I can't do it. I have a shortcoming in this. Why don't you try? Why don't you learn on the job? Then there are people who say, I can do it, but there's a high price to pay. So for them, it is that you have to win some to lose some. You can't hack it all. So you find someone who says, I can do it, but there's a high price to pay. They also don't have happiness. They don't have satisfaction in life. Because at the end of it, you find that you struggle so much to pay the price so that you can do it. For example, you struggle to do 70 shows in a day.
Yes.
And that takes you away from your family. So you work for your family to enjoy, but you are out. So you miss out on family, you miss out on love, you miss out on connection, so that you can get this. So at the end of the day, you feel you are empty and you're not fulfilled. And the last one is the people who says, I deserve this. And that is the mindset that I want us to have. That is the attitude that I charge us all to have, that I deserve this. Why? Because I am worthy of it, because I'm a child of God, because I am able, I am capable, and no one should shun down your light. So these people who says that, they have happiness, they share it with other people, and they mentor other people, they bring other people up, and they teach this attitude, because attitude is contagious. Yes.
Okay.
You can teach
attitude
skills.
Is contagious.
Yes. You can teach skills. If everyone has skills in a room, that's why Jalango was given the job, because of attitude. Everyone has skills. You can teach people on how to speak in a show. You can teach people on how to present themselves, but you cannot teach someone to be nice.
Wow.
We seem nice, we seem nice.
Wow.
That's it for me.
Maybe as we conclude, how can, maybe if someone want to get you, how can they reach out to you? Probably you can share your contacts and handles, social media handles.
Yes. My social media handles are Life Coach Nguka in Facebook, Life Coach Nguka in Instagram, and _Ngooks on Twitter. You can also visit our website, www.maishahub.co.ke, www.maishahub.co.ke, or reach me. You can text WhatsApp on 0722 32 44 95, 0722 32 44 95, and we shall connect and you see how you can transform your purpose into reality.
Wow, that is beautiful. Thank you so much, my brother, that you have come and maybe talked about this particular issue in our society and in our generation today for the betterment of the young people. Wow, that has been Nguka with us here on Wema Online TV on our show, where we meet each and every 6 p.m. Dialogue at the Well. I cannot add much, I can't say much, but we know we have taken something home on personal values and attitude. Just like I like saying it and concluding it with the woman at the well. She had the attitude, she had the personal values, but she decided, no matter what people say about me, I will still go out to them and reach out to them. And Jeremiah, we know the story of Jeremiah. We know his story. He said, and God told him that I knew you in your mother's womb. I knew you in each and everything that you were meant to be and to become. Till we meet again, meet us on our social media handles, Wema Online TV, in all our social media handles, Facebook, YouTube and Instagram. Tutakuwa pale, tuongee zaidi, tuendelee na hii conversation. If you feel there's something that we have not mentioned and you want us to mention in our next show, slide a comment. Till we meet again, it's been your host, Big Ed. Till then, bye-bye.
Wema TV, the voice of hope.